Praise be to the Holy Spirit on this Pentecost Sunday. Hi everyone, Charles with you here. The Associated Press just posted an article about the U.S. Catholic Bishops' Conference convening on Tuesday in Baltimore again. So I'm going to read a little bit of this to you. As the Roman Catholic Church's sex abuse scandal grows even wider in scope in the United States, bishops convened for a national meeting in Baltimore on Tuesday, under heavy pressure to acknowledge their oversight failures and to give a larger role to lay Catholics and secular authorities in confronting the crisis. The pressure comes not only from longtime critics of the Church's responses to clergy sex abuse, but also from insiders who now voice doubts that the bishops are capable of handling the crisis on their own. Among them is Francisco Cesaro, chairman of a national sex abuse review board set up by the bishops. My biggest concern is that it's going to end up being bishops overseeing bishops, Cesaro told Catholic News Service, the news agency of the U.S. Bishops' Conference. If that's the case, it's going to be very difficult for the laity to feel any sense of confidence that anything has truly changed. Well, the article goes on. I'll read this here to you. Even the president of the Bishops' Conference, Cardinal Daniel DiNardo of the Galveston Houston Archdiocese, has been entangled in controversies. On June the 4th, the Associated Press reported on a Houston woman's allegations that DiNardo mishandled her case, alleging sexual and financial misconduct by his deputy. The Archdiocese said it categorically rejects the story as biased and one-sided. However, the Archdiocese later said it would review the married woman's allegations that the Monsignor Frank Rossi continued to hear her confessions after luring her into a sexual relationship, a potentially serious crime under church law. Well, the article goes on, but DiNardo is not the only one who's under fire here. There's Malone in Buffalo, New York, and this guy Bransfield. I'll read a little bit of it. I don't know if you read this or not. According to an article that appeared Wednesday in the Washington Post, Bishop Michael J. Bransfield, 75, gave cash gifts totaling $350,000 to fellow priests, including important prelates and young priests, upon whom he allegedly foisted his attentions. The report also details sexual harassment and bullying, and that's I'll leave that link in the description box if you don't know about this guy Bransfield here. That's in LifeSite News. Well, it's just been a couple of months ago that the Pope Francis issued guidelines for the reporting of sexual abuse, and any laity involvement has been ruled out. I can't really see how the U.S. bishops can include that, without the Vatican shooting it down. It's just Pentecost today, and in a couple of days they're going to meet, so maybe the Holy Spirit can do something with these guys, to get them to take some responsibility, and not just words. And, really, if they would really pass something that would really involve the laity and secular authorities and knowledgeable people, to look into not only, what's happened, but to set up some other kind of system. And, I mean, if they would do that, even knowing that the Pope's going to shoot it down, well, then then the finger goes to the Pope, and it gives them a certain amount of credibility back, I would hope. But, I don't know if this is going to be like the last Bishops' Conference meeting where the Pope shot it down, or the Vatican, of course, that's the Pope, really, shut it down before it ever came up for a vote, when Supich of Chicago, gets up and, just sort of takes over the microphone and, gives us some spiel about, we're not going to be voting on this. So, well, we'll see what happens this week, man. But clearly, DiNardo is not the only one in trouble here. So, I mean, if you add up all the bishops that have been or are currently in trouble, it's, starting to mount up. I would think it's, probably maybe 25 or 30, maybe even more than that. And who knows what else is still under the carpet, waiting for God really to pull the carpet back and, let the filth out and sweep it up and do with it what he does best, which is bring people to justice. All right, well, that's it for right now here. So we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.